If you're thinking about a trip to Italy, watch this first. Too many tourists face steep fines and even legal trouble for bringing in items that seem perfectly normal back home. But today I'm going to give you a list of 7 banned items in Italy that get tourists in trouble, so you know exactly what to leave behind. I'm Gary with Optimal Travel. Let's get started. In most countries, it's completely illegal to sell counterfeit goods, but in the US, the government doesn't go after the buyer. So you see a lot of people actually owning these things and carrying them around. But fake designer goods are taken very seriously in Italy, especially if they're knockoffs of famous Italian brands like Gucci or Prada. So if you own any fake designer clothes, bags, watches, or anything else, just leave that stuff at home. And if you bought something on a site like eBay that you got a really good deal and you're just kind of hoping it's the real thing, maybe just leave that at home too, just in case, because the last thing you want to do is start your trip off dealing with a customs problem trying to get into Italy.
Another place in which you can find your designer brands is going to outlets. They have those big shopping malls in which you can find the brands that you like from Italy, and those are not illegal.
And in a lot of countries, this next banned item is actually encouraged. If you're the kind of person that normally carries around a can of mace or pepper spray just for personal protection, and you're wanting to bring this with you when you travel, you have to be very careful because Italy has some strict rules regarding these things. And in most cases, you're not allowed to bring them into the country. They will probably be confiscated. There are a lot of crimes in Italy that target tourists. They're mostly petty crimes like pickpockets or other scams. But if you feel more comfortable having that protection, you can purchase a pepper spray that meets their standards and be fine just walking around with it. Next, I'm going to get to an item that seems rather obvious to me, yet tourists still get them confiscated all the time. But first, take a minute and subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss our next video. I know a lot of people who like to carry around a Swiss Army knife or that kind of tool pretty much anywhere they go. But if you're going to Italy, you have to be very careful. Italy has some strict laws regarding knives and where you can have them, how you can carry them, what size they have to be. And instead of trying to figure all that out, you're probably best leaving anything like that at home. Things like switchblades or any kind of automatic knives are completely illegal without a specified permit, and even then, it's mostly illegal to carry it on your person in Italy. And Italy does not recognize self-defense as a legitimate reason for carrying any kind of blade on your person. Standard tools like pocket knives and Swiss Army knives are completely legal to buy and own in your home in Italy. But carrying them outside of your home on your person is highly restricted. The rules are just crazy. If you're even carrying a pocket knife or Swiss Army knife in public, you have to have a valid reason, like you're going camping, or you're a chef, or you are using it in your trade. Just being a tourist and walking around Italy won't cut it. And then in urban environments where most of us are going in Italy, like the major cities, Rome, Venice, Florence, it's completely illegal. There's no justification that will suffice for having that on your person in public. And we're not only talking about fines here, we're talking about criminal penalties that can include prison. So leave the knives, pocket knives, anything of that sort at home. It's not worth the risk. And And there's another thing quite unusual about Italy that I discovered after years of travel, and that is how they handle prescriptions and prescription drugs. They are tightly controlled. And at the border control, they seem overly concerned about people bringing prescription drugs into the country. If they inspect your bags at the border or at the airport and they find pills in there, they're going to want them to be in the original container and they're going to have your name on it. If they have somebody else's name on it, it'll be confiscated. If you have put them in those 7-day planner boxes or Ziploc bags or anything else to make your packing easier, they could be confiscated. So keep it in its original packaging and understand the limit. They're only going to allow a 30-day supply to be brought in, regardless of how long you're staying in the country. Now, the workaround here, if you're planning a longer trip, is there are plenty of English-speaking doctors, even consultations you can do online or on a phone app and get a prescription and go to any Italian pharmacy and get the same drugs you can get in the US. It's just very tightly controlled in Italy.
Another important advice is to bring all the over-the-counter medication that you think you'll need for you and your family during your stay in Italy. In Italy, they don't sell these unless you go to a pharmacy, and they have similar versions, but these are very expensive.
And those aren't the only drugs that are banned. While I'm sure it's quite obvious to most of us that you can't bring in illegal drugs into another country, especially Italy, there are some very strict requirements and policies for anything that is CBD or marijuana related. Even though marijuana may be completely legal in your home state, when you come to Italy, it's not. Recreational cannabis of any kind is considered illegal in Italy, and you'll be treated as a smuggler for bringing it in, even if it's a small amount. While medical marijuana is allowed in Italy, there are some very strict requirements, and if you need it, you have to go through these steps in order to bring it in without an issue. It's going to involve a lot of paperwork and it's going to take time. And if approved, you'll still have to carry your original medical prescription for the marijuana throughout your trip. You'll have to have that on your person. And if you're thinking about CBD oils or gummies, I wouldn't try bringing those in either, because while some of them are legal in Italy, they have very strict THC requirements that don't align with a lot of states in the US. So what you're trying to bring in could very likely be illegal. If you want that stuff when you're in Italy, you can find it and you can buy it over the counter. Next, I'm going to talk about some unusual items that are banned in certain cities in Italy. But first, if you would take a minute and hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. It helps us grow and we'll continue to bring you travel content. If your trip to Italy includes one of the more popular island destinations like Capri or Sardinia, you need to be aware of two specific banned items that you can't use there. Now, you can bring them into the country, no problem, but you have to be very careful about using them on these islands because you could face hefty fines for doing so. The first is clogs, or shoes with wooden heels that make a lot of noise when walking on cobblestone streets. These are completely banned in the island of Capri, which means if you're caught doing that, you'll definitely be asked to remove the footwear and you could face fines from local authorities. And this ban doesn't specifically list clogs, it just says noisy footwear, so keep that in mind. And if you're planning a beach day at the world famous La Pelosa in Sardinia, don't bring a towel and lay it out on the sand. That is a banned practice now because too many towels are stripping away the beach's protected pink and white quartz sand. What you have to put down on the sand instead of a towel is a straw fiber or bamboo fiber mat because they don't attract the sand and take it away from the beach. And you can buy these things right there when you arrive. There's no need to pack it and bring it in your luggage.
These mats that you buy are very nice. Usually we get some when we go to places and we bring them back home, and they also make for good decoration or souvenirs.
And if you're planning on renting a bike while in Italy, or bringing some rollerblades, or maybe renting one of those e-scooters, don't do it in Venice. In the historical center of Venice, it is completely illegal. So now that you know the items you can't bring with you to Italy, there are a lot of items you won't want to forget. I'll tell you about those right here.